Yes, perfect. Thank you. Yeah. Let's continue. Our requirement. Come on, friends. So what we are learning, we are understanding two sources, right? Isn't it? Two sources and get the join, select
transformation.
exactly, and then aggregate. Here we are right in aggregate. Craft code, source and destination. Go to aggregate. Hope you are writing your notes. Go to aggregate. Once we click on aggregate, here we go. Once we click on aggregate, here select, for example, seats. Okay, number of seats. See there. And next, expression builder. Click on expression builder, and you see number of seats, right? Observe carefully. Number of seats. I said aggregation, isn't it? So sum of seats. Here a small catch. Make sure it is lowercase, okay? If it is uppercase, it won't work. So make sure it is lowercase in this way. Sum of number of seats and click save and finish. I repeat again. Firstly, we have source 1, source 2, source 1, source 2, join, select and aggregate. Okay. Now click on data preview, refresh. Let's wait. Click on data preview, refresh, click. Padma, can you hear me, madam? Please check your mic, madam. Padma cannot hear you. Please check your mic, please. Cannot hear you earlier, madam. Please check your mic. Yes. Padma cannot hear you, madam. Please check your mic, please. Please check your mic. Next. From here, come on. Are we clear so far, please, everyone? See the aggregated data. Are we clear so far, please? Please,
Yes.
everyone.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Group by data.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Now,
Yes.
from here, you remember yesterday I was asking a question like how to add ETL date. You remember, please? Remember, please, everyone, how to add ETL date. You remember? I was asking a question yesterday, like I was giving a task item, how to add ETL date to the destination Synapse table.
Yeah.
Remember, friends? Yeah. Adding ETL load date. Yes, you remember the task item yesterday?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Here it is. Yesterday's class, the incremental loads. Yesterday's class, the incremental loads, we have something called sync script. And I was requesting you to try how to add ETL load date, right? Some ETL date to the destination site. Please try it. Hope you practice yesterday's class. You please re-practice once again today. Add ETL date to the Synapse destination table. Let me show you how we do that using data flow. Click on plus. See here, friends, click on plus. There is something called derived column. Okay, derived column. Click on derived column and here go to column expression. What we need to add? We need to add the ETL date, load date. So click on expression builder. Click on expression builder and give the expression here, for example, current date, like this. Remember in SQL we have something called get date. Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Exactly.
Yes.
Same thing. Here we have current date. Remember the functions are case sensitive in this environment. Click save and finish. Click save and finish. And then what next? Preview, data preview like this, refresh. So what we are doing so far, we are learning how to get the source 1, source 2. Next, join, select. Come on, what's the purpose of select? Purpose of select, please.
Remove the duplicate column.
Exactly. Triple R, okay, remember triple R, okay. Remove, rename, rearrange, all three. Next, aggregate. Aggregate has two parts. What are they? Group by part,
Group by and
category column. Aggregates the regular aggregate values, okay. Then derived column, and here you get the ETL data. Next, final thing, final part. Remember, our warehouse do not support relations, right? Isn't it? Yes. Do you remember that point? Yes or no?
Yes.
Warehouse do
Yes,
not
sir.
support
Yes.
relations, right?
No
Isn't it?
foreign keys are their
Yes.
constraints.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly, brother. Yes, there are no foreign keys, right? No foreign keys. But you go to Power BI, it demands relations. So OLTP have relations, our left side. And Power BI demands relations, right side. We call them as something called data models. Remember, friends, we call them as data models. Here it is. We have something called star schema, Snowflake schema. In olden days, this is important, friends. In olden days, traditional warehouses like Teradata, SQL Data Warehouse, SAP BW, OBI environments, Cognos BI, we used to have relations in data warehouse. Now the cloud data warehousing environments, what are they? I'll take you there now quickly. The cloud data warehouses we are using today, right from our Synapse environment, on my screen, friends. You already have this diagram with you in the earlier classes. Once again, to make it clear, the data warehouses like Synapse, Spark databases, Amazon Redshift, and on my screen the Snowflake, they do not support relations. Okay, they don't support relations. Then how to balance the things? You got my point now. How to balance it? At the same time, one more important activity. Whenever you go for OLTP, we need relations, right? To make sure we have consistent data. We need relations. But warehouse says no relations. Again, Power BI says I need relations. On my screen now, another diagram. So we need relations. For example, you read data from multiple files. We may need to build relations. OLTP already have relations. So revalidating all the relational data in warehouse will be time consuming. Power BI needs relations. So here comes the actual concept called surrogate key. Remember, what is that surrogate key? So we need to have a surrogate key. Surrogate means artificial, manually added key, so that we have a mechanism to easily link one table to another. So today in the warehouse itself, we need to have the surrogate key, so that in Power BI tomorrow means in your next classes later, we can use the surrogate key and construct something called star and Snowflake data models. This is how big data analytics work in real world. Let's have the surrogate key now. How do we do that? Yes, fortunately, Data Factory has all this intelligence. Click on plus symbol, and there is something called surrogate key. Okay, click on surrogate key. What is this? It's an artificially added key. Key column. Let's have the key column here. For example, I'll call it as alternate key. Alt key we call it. Start value and increment. Start value, increment is nothing but identity. In OLTP environments, nothing but identity property. Click on data preview and click refresh. Let's wait for a moment and we should be able to see the preview on my screen. I repeat once again, friends. Last week classes we learned warehouse do not support the concept of foreign keys and candidate keys. So we have an alternative called surrogate keys. Please, are we getting it now on my screen? On my screen. Everyone, please, are we getting it? I'll wait, please. It's important concept.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Click on plus and sync. And click on plus new. I'll say SQL Database or Synapse. My Synapse is not on right now, so I'll just show you with SQL Database. You please practice with the Synapse environment as well. I'll say schema name and table name. Click OK like this. Come on, tell me, what is our next step? Please, what is our next step? Okay, we got the data flow ready, right? What's the next step?
Run the trigger.
Orchestrate.
Orchestrate, exactly, orchestrate. Click on orchestrate. Once I click on orchestrate, this data flow we need to drag and drop to the pipeline design environment. Are we getting it, please? I'll wait.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Click on the small menu here and I'll say pipeline for aggregated data store. What next? Settings. Click on settings. Default is small. We can make it medium or any other compute. Publish. Next. How to execute? Go to trigger now. Okay. If it says pipeline not found, wait until the publish option. Once publish is complete, then only we'll be able to find the pipeline in the ADF store and trigger now. Click OK. Next concept tomorrow, we need to learn something called data deduplication and understand scheduling the pipelines, parameterizing the pipelines, optimizing the pipelines. We got something called log yesterday, monitoring the pipelines. We'll do all this stuff carefully. Please make sure we practice on time. So today's title is data flow. I'll just compose the email now. In the meantime, please go through your observation notes carefully. And here it is. Source 1 and 2. Join, select, aggregate, derived column, surrogate key, and sync. Please practice these items carefully. Any questions, please let me know. I'll wait. Composing the email.
Sir, thank you. I have a question.
Tell me, sir, please.
So, day before yesterday, I was trying that copy function in ADF.
Yes.
The source side, I have selected a CSV spreadsheet, and then it was able to copy the file. And then remember, we learned about the incremental data change. So when I updated the source, it got updated when I triggered. it got
Yes.
updated, but then when I was trying to download the file from the destination, that file I was not able to open. Is that a common thing?
No. We should be able to open the file. I was showing you the content as well the other day. There we should be able to see the download option, brother.
Yeah,
Are you
I
able
have downloaded that. I have downloaded the file from the destination to see whether I can see the data change, but I was able to see the timestamp got updated the moment I
Okay.
click on trigger.
Wait. I think you need to go to, you have to click on the file actually to open the file. Could you please try it now? Or I'll show you otherwise. I'll show you how to open the file. Actually,
Oh,
there
okay.
are two options, to see the file. There are two options to see the file, but only one option to open the file. Okay, I got your point now. Let me show you.
Thank you,
There are
thank you.
two options to see
I
the
tried
file.
3 times, in fact,
I
and I
understand.
said I screwed up or what?
No. I'll show you, brother. I'll show you. Here it is.
Yeah, thank you.
See, there are two options to see the file. Okay. Number one, browser, container. Any file you take, container. Click on the file. We cannot see the
Yeah,
file
from
content here,
here
right?
only I downloaded.
Wait. The other option, container storage. I was showing you this option, brother. Container, not the browser. Container. Here you'll be able to see the edit option. Click and edit. Try it now. It works. Container. This one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'll mark it again for your easy activity. Okay. See this one. Browser, container. Go for the container one. Okay. Here you'll be able to see the edit option, brother. Check it out. This one.
Oh, yeah, I have to
Okay.
open that environment.
Fine.
So not in
Give it
front
time.
of me, but I'll update you tomorrow.
But hope you got it now, right? There are two options to see. One option to view the data.
Yeah, I
Okay.
went to storage browser and I downloaded the file and tried
Browser
to
will
see
not be
whether.
able to. Yeah, I got it, sir. Browser will not be able to open the or edit the file. We cannot open the content. Yes. Browser
Oh,
cannot.
no. Okay. All right.
Yes.
I'll try and let you know tomorrow. Thank you.
Please. Yeah. Email sent to everyone, friends. Please check it now. I'll wait, please. And what about yesterday's task items? By tomorrow, please, everyone. Will you try? Please.
Sure. Will
Yeah,
try.
Please.
my most.
Help me.
Yep.
I forgot. We thought of having a mock test, right? I forgot actually. Can we do it tomorrow? Tell me, please.
Yes, sir.
Can we do tomorrow? Please, everyone, please. Can we?
Yes.
Sure, we'll do.
Yes, sir.
We'll do tomorrow, okay? Yes, friends, email sent to everyone. Please check it, friends. I'll wait, please. Kindly check your email. I'll wait.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes,
When
madam.
you
Please
were
tell me.
when you were explaining about surrogate key, you said that in data warehouse we don't have the concept of foreign keys and primary keys. So you're saying that when we move the data to Power BI, we create the connections based on surrogate key instead of primary key and foreign key. Is that correct?
You are right, madam. You are right. Exactly. The things are
So
very simple and straight. You are right, madam. Exactly. Because we are not carry forwarding the same source data, right? We're aggregating the data here, isn't it? I don't have only flight data now. I don't have any reservation data. I have aggregated data with me. Yes, you are
mm,
right. Exactly. Yeah.
So the actual primary key or actual foreign key from the source data or the aggregated data will not be used in Power BI. Only the surrogate key that we have created will be used for creating connections in Power BI.
You are right. Exactly, madam. You are right. That is called
Okay.
data models in our Power BI classes next. Yes, you are right. Data
Okay.
models.
Yes, sir,
Exactly.
that's all.
Yeah.
And one more thing, I saw when you were creating that pipeline, I saw something called CDC, which is used for incremental loads.
You are right.
Will
This
that
is
be
the
taught
class.
in later
Yes, madam. You are
classes?
right, sister. You are right, sister. Exactly. Yes, you are right. I'll show you here. Exactly. In our
So, sir,
later
can we
class,
say that the surrogate key is used to connect to Power BI?
surrogate key is used to create data models in Power BI. Okay.
Okay, data models in Power
Yes.
BI.
Data models in Power BI. That's the concept here. Data models concept. Yes, madam. We have CDC later classes, madam. Okay. We are right now in data flow, madam. Can you see my screen? Santosh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Later, we'll talk about CDC later. We'll do one by one. Okay. We'll do.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah. We are here
So I have
today.
a quick question.
8 and
So
9.
when
Yeah, tell
you're
me.
using the
Yes.
when you're using the expression builder to evaluate the expression, right? Then and there we can preview the data, right? Instead of going back and
Exactly. Yeah, that's the main advantage of data factory, really. That's the main advantage. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Then and there we can happily get the preview. That's the main purpose of debug cluster. Debug cluster.
Yeah.
Next question. Fine, friends. Thank you. Then fine.